Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com. This is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this week's reading, I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot deck. So I'm going to begin by drawing 3 cards. And before I dive into the reading, I just want to let you know about my upcoming tarot course. It's a 4-week tarot course on reading tarot for others. And this is kind of your last chance to sign up for it if you're interested. I'm going to be closing down registration on Tuesday night. So I'll put the link to how you can find out more and sign up in the description box below this video. All right. So the first card I'm going to turn over represents Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. And I should preface this reading by, whoops, it's reversed. They're probably all reversed. Oh no, just that one. Okay. So I should preface this by saying that I just woke up and I never read when I right when I wake up, but I had to get this reading done in the morning. So be interesting to see how I read first thing in the morning. By the way, it's like 10:30. It's not really first thing in the morning. Okay, 4 of Wands for the beginning of the week, and it was reversed. And I don't read reversals, but if I shuffle my cards in a way so that they are not reversed, but for some reason that one was reversed, so I will read it reversed just because I'll read it upright and reversed. So 4 of Wands is really a card of peacefulness, community, kind of coming together, celebrating something, celebrating a common goal or a common achievement. And I'm just going to look at this more closely. Yeah, so it's a man, well, it's 2 people with flowers kind of hanging out. Okay. Sometimes it shows people getting married or some kind of a celebration happening. So a 4 of Wands here really represents stability. The 4 Wands, think of like the legs of a chair, the legs of a table. It represents stability. And I also see this card, this is actually one of the least exciting Wands cards. Normally Wands are about energy and passion and that kind of fiery spirit. But with the 4 of Wands, we see what happens when passion kind of comes home to roost in a way. Like passion kind of settles down into sort of the energy of hearth and home and relationship stability. So what does this card mean for us? Why is it here right at the beginning of the week? I think that as you start your week off, you want to strive for and cultivate stability in your relationships. So that's a good question to ask yourself right now, especially if this is something that you're struggling with. If you're not struggling with this, then, maybe you don't need to ask yourself this, but if you're struggling with it, ask yourself, how can I create just a little more stability in one of my key relationships this week? What can I do to foster that? And I feel like there's more to this card. I feel like this card is also about friendship and the relationships that we have to the greater community and the importance of nurturing those relationships and not letting them go by the wayside. Let's have a look at the middle of the week. So Wednesday, Thursday-ish. Here we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. Whew, I need my tea. Okay. So Knight of Wands is another Wands card. And this card is, this particular knight is the most fiery, energetic, adventurous of all the knights. This knight loves adventure. And he is the kind of person who follows his passion. Like he's always doing what he is passionate about. He's going where the action is, where the adventure is. He doesn't like sitting still and twiddling his thumbs for very long. So midweek is a good time to take action. This is, there's certain times where it's like better to contemplate, get ideas and brainstorm. And there's other times where it's like, it's important to kind of set goals and get organized and get ready. And right now, middle of the week is a good time to take action on some of those goals and things that you've been maybe wanting to do for a while, but haven't done yet. The energy of the night is very intense. And so it's nice to know ahead of time that this energy is kind of around the corner, because if you don't harness it, if you don't harness that Knight of Wands energy, it can dissipate quickly and you can burn yourself out. So just as important as it is to tap into what you're passionate about and take action, you also want to have a little bit of a plan. You want to have a sense of direction. Otherwise, the Knight of Wands can go just charging off, into the distance after something without really having any clear sense about where exactly he's going. So let's look at last card. End of the week. So like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we have another court card. We have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is almost in some ways kind of like the polar opposite to the Knight of Wands, where the Knight of Wands is action oriented and fiery and energetic and like kind of knows what he wants. The Page of Cups she's young, she's inexperienced, and because she's at the suit of cups, she's more watery, she's emotional. She's the kind of person who goes on adventures inwardly. She goes on inward emotional adventures, whereas the Knight of Wands goes on outward action-oriented adventures. So Page of Cups, she is creative, and the message I get from this card about the weekend is this weekend is a time to get inspired and tap into your inner creativity. So last night, I sat down after dinner with my notebook and a pen. I lit a candle. I burned some really nice dragon's blood incense. And it was just twilight. The sun had gone down. And I all of a sudden just had all these great ideas. And I started writing them down. I wrote some poems. I wrote an idea for a novel. I just started writing. And it was almost like there was a part of me, it was like my creative kind of part of me was talking to me and giving me ideas for things. And that doesn't happen that often, but it did last night. And so that's what I think of when I see the Page of Cups. She's holding that cup and there's like is it a fish? I have to have a look here. Yeah, it's a fish that's coming out of the cup and she's looking at it. And and I feel like this is kind of a symbol of being receptive and seeing what comes up. Just being open to whatever comes up. I don't know if that was clear or not. Okay, let's look at all these cards together. Let's look at all of them together and see what stands out. I think that the first card, the Four of Wands, is about creating a little bit of stability in your life this week, doing some things to anchor and ground your energy at the beginning of the week, because the rest of the week, I don't want to say it's like a roller coaster because I don't necessarily get that feeling, but it's going to be kind of exciting. You've got the energy of the Knight of Wands to harness and direct, and you've got the energy of the Page of Cups and this is about being open to ideas, being open to creative insights, being open to your feelings and allowing your feelings to kind of bubble up to the surface and be willing to look at them and meet your feelings, meet yourself where you're at. So it does have the potential to be, if you're not grounded, this week has the potential to feel kind of discombobulating. But if you ground your energy at the beginning of the week and you're prepared for that burst of energy that the Knight of Wands brings and the insights and introspection that the Page of Cups brings, then it can actually be a very productive week that moves you forward in a lot of ways. Let's see if there's anything else I want to say about these cards. I like how the Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups are both looking kind of in the same direction. It's like they're on the same page in a way, even though they're very, very different cards. Seeing if there's anything else here. It's interesting that the first card and the last card, the body language of the people are very relaxed, but the Knight of Wands is energetic and not relaxed. So it's kind of nice. It feels like it's kind of like a balance this week between, relaxation, grounding, stabilization, and energy moving forward. Okay, so as always, I invite you to share your own insights about these cards. So feel free in the comment section below to add your own thoughts and the things that you notice about these cards. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you find this reading helpful. And you can check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I've got tons of fun tarot learning resources on there for you to check out. I'll put the link in the description box below the video. So thanks for watching and have a great week.